Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Thursdays with Mortgages with Jess. Today, we're going to talk about a really controversial topic that a lot of people have been reaching out to me about. I've received a lot of questions. I think all lenders are receiving a lot of questions regarding Biden's new mortgage rules that right now have been delayed till May 1st. I'll send some information down in the bottom in the comment section of the description section, but so you guys can actually go out and do your own research and find out what it actually means. But I wanted to just highlight a couple of things. Not too long of a video here, but I think it's important for us to really talk about what is actually happening and what's not happening. I've seen a lot of articles, so sometimes the taglines are super salacious and they're really meant to be eye-catching, but they do create a bit of panic and fear. And so I want to put some facts out there so you can see what actually is happening with the mortgage. So what is happening is something called loan level price adjustments. Loan level price adjustments have been around they've been around. Essentially what that means is that there are certain types of loans or certain parameters within loan products that are riskier than others, right? When you put less money down, it might be more risky. If you have a lower credit score, that loan might be a little bit more risky, and risky in terms of potentially going into default. If you have less skin in the game or you have a lower credit score, you don't have either a history of credit, or you may potentially could have a history of not maybe making on-time monthly payments or overutilization of your credit. So loan level price adjustments are not new. So this kind of like focus on this happening now, it's not new. Now there are changes. So in the description below, I am going to tell you guys, I'm going to give you the old chart, and then I'm going to give you the new chart so you can see what the differences were from old to new. Please peek through those. But essentially, I want to make sure we highlight a couple things. So one, this is only for conventional loans. This is not for FHA. This is not for VA. This is not for USDA. These loan level price adjustments are only meant for conventional loans through Fannie or Freddie. The other thing too is if you already have an existing mortgage and you've locked in your rate and you don't plan to refinance, these loan level price adjustments will not affect you. If your loan is already done, this doesn't affect you. This is only if you were going to be purchasing a new home or potentially refinancing down the road. So just something to know as well. So I will also put an example in the description box of what it means for someone with, let's just say, a 760 credit score with 10% down. On the old pricing, loan level price adjustments, you may have a 3% interest rate. Let's just say we were back in the 3%. We know that that's not an effective rate now. 3%. Now it would be 0.25% higher in the new loan level price adjustment. So 760 credit, 10% down, you're looking at 0.25% higher of an interest rate than what we had on the prior loan level price adjustments. Now, on the flip side, if you have a 660 credit and you're putting 5% down, it was 5% on the old pricing. Let's say it was 5% on the old loan level price adjustments. Now it's 4.5%. So it's improving by 0.5% for that particular scenario. So it may not impact you if you're putting more money down than, let's say, 30% and your credit score is 780 or above. You're not going to see an impact here. What you should also notate is that people with better credit scores are not subsidizing or paying for those that have lower credit scores. People with higher credit are still going to get the higher interest rate, or the lower interest rate, the better interest rate. They're still going to get the best rate. But what is happening is there are less or lower price adjustments for those with lower credit or for those that are putting less money down. So I think there's just a lot of talk in the media and a lot of things being said out there, but you want to make sure that you check the facts and see how it applies to you. It may not apply to you. So things to remember. The other thing too, there's a couple things I would highlight, as recommendations for you to do. One, Home Ready and Home Possible are two products that Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac offer for those individuals that have low to moderate income. Loan level price adjustments do not apply to these loan products. So that might be something that if you are looking at doing a mortgage, you reach out and you would talk with your lender and see if that's something that you qualify. You would have to be at, there are income limits for those programs, so something to know. The other thing too is make sure that you're getting quotes for both FHA and conventional and see which one makes the most sense for you. You get to decide that. So, don't assume that conventional is the loan you need to go to, and don't assume that FHA is the loan that you need to go to. Your lender should be providing you options and taking the time to break down all the different loan scenarios available to you to make sure that it's the most financial advantageous loan for you. And then also get quotes for different down payments. So, maybe it might make sense for you to liquidate from your 401k for this particular mortgage round to put a higher down payment. Or maybe it makes sense for you to put less down so that you can get the best interest rate. And then you can do what's called a recast after you close and put more money into the mortgage or pay down towards the principal. That is something that you can do. So lots of information there, but loan level price adjustments are something that is been around. So not new news, just salacious news. So if you have any questions, please send me a DM. Please subscribe, like, share with friends and family. Would love to be of a resource. If there's anyone that has any questions or you want to run your unique scenario, give me a call. Happy to help. Have a great weekend.